The views and opinions expressed at Patchy Grass are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official views of the company. All content shared by the host and guests are of their opinion and is not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, welcome to Patchy Grass. So as you may recall, we previously had greener pasture. So this one, Patchy Grass, is the antithesis to greener pasture. So as you all know, greener pasture is about looking for a better life in another country. And with Patchy Grass, it's still looking for a better life, but not what we thought it was gonna be. So today we have a stellar guest today. Yeah, so we really just want to talk about our Australian experiences. You know, what did we all expect when we first arrived in Australia, and how were those what was your expectation versus the reality of being here in Australia? So who are we gonna start with? Let's start with you, Akash. Our special guest for today, because Rowena has been here, like she's been talking our ears out since she arrived. So what was your expectation before coming to Australia?
So obviously it's a beautiful country, I would say. Expectation wise, obviously, I was very young when I was here. When I say very young, I was like 25, right? 24, 25. 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 20, 25, 26, I think. Yeah, 9 years ago. So that gives you idea of my age. So
still young.
Yeah. So expectation-wise, when you come to bigger cities, like before we came here, we definitely saw countries like Australia, US, and different part of US just in movies. So it was like a Hollywood. You go there, you see fast cars, you see tall, high-rise buildings and this and that. So you feel like, oh, you're going to be part of that high-rise building and fast cars, flashy lifestyle. But then, when you land, it's a different story.
Especially in Darwin, when you land in Darwin.
Yeah. But I landed in Sydney.
Oh, okay.
But anywhere we land, I mean, like those tall buildings would definitely not belong to us in day one or day two, and So obviously it was a lot different than what I expected. Yeah.
So just talking about when you landed, the first time I landed was in Melbourne actually, but anyway, that's a different story. I didn't stay very long in Melbourne. But when I got to Darwin, like my first thought was, where are all the people? And where's everybody?
Was it raining when you landed?
No, it wasn't raining.
Okay.
But it was the dry season when I first arrived in Darwin, which was in 2016. That was 8 years ago. But yeah, that was it was the flights coming to Darwin is always midnight.
Yeah,
it's always really late.
Yeah.
And so when I got here, it's like, where's everybody? Like, it just seems so empty.
But then it's midnight.
Yeah, I know that, but still,
still,
like
it's
if you
even with the lights
Sydney
and even
Melbourne,
with the lights and everything when you land, it looks so.
Yeah, other airports are very busy, even if it's midnight. But here it's just it's like crickets,
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Rose? I mean, you're fairly new here in
Yeah.
Darwin. It's only been
2 years.
Oh, it's been 2 years
Yeah,
now.
and
Wow.
then way back December 2022 when I arrived. So I was being sticky big in the airplane. It's like, so where's the higher building? And I'm like, oh no. So maybe it was like around midnight. So I just say to myself, maybe tomorrow we'll see tomorrow morning then. So I arrived in the wet season. Yeah, so always raining. So I just stayed in the.
It was in December when you arrived.
December.
I remember.
Yeah, and then the next day was like, oh, the mall is closing too early. So different in the Philippines, because in the Philippines we were still open until 10. So I was
10
like
at night. Yeah.
and then that's it. It was like, I really expect that Darwin, I don't know, Australia is like so nice, and then the malls, the buildings, it was like, oh, okay.
Super.
Okay, so this is it.
For full access to this video, become a subscriber. Don't miss out on the complete content. Hit that link now.
But it turned out it was a Saturday, so I went to a bottle shop and tried to buy a beer.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, "Oh, honey, we don't sell beer on Saturdays." Like, seriously? Like in the Philippines, I can just go to the
Anytime in the
24/7.
Philippines.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So no alcohol on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's
Here in Darwin?
yeah.
Yeah.
You mean isn't it like that in Sydney?
What about Sid?
Oh,
Really? Are you open?
I thought it was a nationwide thing.
No,
No, I think no.
because Sydney, their nightlife starts on Friday night, then Saturday night as well, because there's no work Saturday and Sunday. So there's a certain place there you can enjoy until morning, until like 3 to 4.
No, yeah, like you can go to the pubs, but
Yeah,
what about
pubs.
the bottle
Yeah.
shop?
Bottle
Yes,
shops.
they but no,
I think bottle shops.
but
close
you
at
can
10.
yeah.
still
Murphy's.
buy in BWS, right? Woolies, right? So, but still you can buy on Saturday.
Oh no,
And
here
Sunday.
BWS and liquor.
Really?
They're closed on
They're
Saturdays.
still open, but still
Really?
Yeah,
A few are still open, I think.
Now on Saturdays are they open? No, I think. Well, yeah, maybe
It's
now they
closed.
are, but
7-Eleven is
but I
open.
remember that experience.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
obviously,
that- yeah, where that
plenty of
is.
drinks if someone wants to come to that.
Just go to pub next time.
Yeah, but I don't like going to pubs. Like, what am I gonna do there? So I decided, okay, I'll just go to the mall then, because I couldn't get a beer. I'll just go to the mall. So my Airbnb host said, yeah, go to Casuarina. That's the only mall we have here in Darwin. So I went to Casuarina, but at 3 o'clock, everybody started closing shop.
Yeah, they shut at
Yeah.
3.
Really?
So
It's like so early. So that's what I realized. Like here in Australia, they, everything
Different.
closes really early, like at 5
Early, yeah.
o'clock.
Yes.
They start closing shop. So unlike in the Philippines, like you can stay until 10 o'clock.
That's the start of the day of the
So maybe
Filipinos.
that was the first experience of Patchy Grass and Australia as a Patchy Grass.
Yes, correct.
Because that was so different
Yeah.
than your expectation.
Correct.
Hey, want to see the full video? Click the link in the description for exclusive access. Join us now.
No, international they still until late AMs, but domestic they close and they shut down at 11:30. So there's an instance that we want to go to Melbourne. So we thought that it's the
same
same.
here.
Same in the
Yeah.
Philippines that the domestic airports are open until morning, right?
Yeah.
Even in Nepal, no.
No.
No? So, we stayed there because our flight is in the morning, like around 5:30 like that, or 6. So, we thought that we just want to stay there in the airport so that we don't want to travel early in the morning because it's
Oh.
winter time. So, it's
You're
been...
going to Melbourne?
Yeah, so winter, so the sun shutdowns early, right? Like around 4:30 a.m. p.m. there. So we went there, tried to stay there until the morning, and then the guard told us we already put our things there, going to sleep there because
In
we
the
feel as if
airport.
in the airport because Filipinos everywhere.
Yeah, you
So
want to save.
and then
That's really what it is. You want to
yes,
save
really.
money.
So and then the guard told us, sorry, we're closing. You're not allowed to stay. Then me and my friend is looking to each other. What? Really? Then where we're going? Because if we're going home, we're gonna be like traveling around 1 hour 45 to 2. Oh my gosh! Then the guard told us, there's a Macas there, and you can stay there. That's the only place you can stay there until the morning. So I'm very shocked that
So
this
you
is
mean
the
to say
culture.
You can stay.
sleep in
No.
the domestic airport?
Yeah. No.
Because you can in the
Yeah.
international.
No.
The international.
International, I think you can. No, I think no. There's no because there's a lot of restrictions there. But
Are you talking
Those
about
are-
Sydney Airport?
yes,
Oh,
That's
really.
weird.
yeah, that's weird.
I was
Domestic,
always planning
no,
to sleep
you can't.
In Brisbane Airport last week.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why bother stay somewhere, you know?
Yeah, if it's only.
But you're allowed to stay in Brisbane
I
Airport.
think so.
But you're saying because it's at night.
Yeah, that it's a domestic airport, so I don't know. But yeah, they don't. They early close at 11:30.
From portraits to event coverage, DKJ Photo Studio offers exceptional photography services tailored to your needs. Book your session today and experience the difference with DKJ Studio. Contact us at 0410151547 or visit us at Unit 5, 90 Mitchell Street, Darwin, NT.
So I was just saying over the break, like, when was, like, you arrived in Sydney first, and then when was it when you arrived in Darwin?
2025 years after.
Oh, 5 years after.
5 years
Oh,
after.
okay.
To be honest, I loved it. Because maybe I had too much of crowd and very jam-packed life down south in Sydney. So when I was here, I felt very much free, and I remember going to Middlewich Market. It felt, because even from Nepal, I'm not from I grown up in a city like Darwin, in a town like Darwin.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like in a major metropolitan city in Nepal. So I instantly felt that I am probably in my hometown. And
It's like home.
driving without even caring about who is on the either side of the road, and then yes, you have to be careful, but because of the traffic, it was so light, and I'd put down my window and then drive like that. So for me, I think I got connected with the town, and I still enjoy it, to be honest, for some reason.
Yeah.
Except the weather, and sometimes it is obviously boring that you don't have a lot to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that, just travel interstate and
Yeah. But sometimes it's a good thing when you don't have a lot of choices, because
Yes.
then you only have a few to pick.
absolutely.
Unlike like if you're down south like Sydney or Melbourne, it's like there's so many things to do, like analysis paralysis.
Yes.
Where do we go? What do we do?
Yeah, true.
But
I would like to add the thing that particularly irritates me in Darwin. It's not the weather, because maybe I don't spend a lot of time outside. Most of the time in office and only out in the evening. To be honest, I haven't taken bus at all for the last 4 years. So it's always been driving.
so privileged.
So-
Yes.
Taking the bus.
So, but one thing I really don't like is
If you're excited to see what happens next, subscribe and watch the full video to find out. Click that link.
But when you were moving here from Sydney, did you have friends telling you, "Why are you moving there, man? All they have there is crocodiles." Because I got that from my friends when I arrived in Melbourne first, and I only spent a few days, a week there. I was like, I'm going to Darwin now, and they're like, well, why are you going there? There's nothing there. It's just spiders and crocodiles. Did you get that?
I did, but not from the people in Sydney information, because yes, of course, it's a land of crocodile, but you have to be out in the Adelaide River or somewhere. Maybe sometimes it's in a Casuarina Nightcliff as well, but it's not on the road.
Yeah.
And
I mean, who saw that? Oh, I saw the snake. It was like I was going on the balcony at 4 o'clock in the morning to get some, because you know I hang my clothes in the laundry, in the balcony, and so I went out to get my shirt, and then I saw this python slithering in the balcony, and I was like, what is that? Is that a carpet or?
carpet.
Yeah, and
Big carpet, huh?
But why is the carpet moving? So I turned on the light and I was like, so anyway, I called the, it
911?
disappeared. No, there's a snake. I had to take my phone and Google snake catchers or something like that. So anyway, by the time they came, they said, oh well, we just have to wait for it to come out again.
Oh, okay.
Because we can't actually, you know, like we cannot go inside and put fire or whatever. We have just call us again when you see it. So eventually, when they caught it, it was like about 2 meters long. I think this guy's been here for.
Hey, want to see the full video? Click the link in the description for exclusive access. Join us now.
And when they caught it, like we had rats in. So like if you have a rat problem, put a snake in your ceiling, and then there we go. So what about your experience, Rose? When like what were people telling you about Darwin when you informed your friends and relatives?
I didn't inform my friends
Oh.
because they don't know about Darwin. So it's just my aunt's friend. They always said, why do you want to live in Darwin? Why not transfer here in Perth? So yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh, okay, let's go to Perth and see what's in Perth. So yeah. And then we decided to visit in the Perth for a week with my grandma, and then yeah, it's nice.
What is the big difference? Yeah, I always hear that Perth is
Like
the most
the
beautiful.
shopping,
among
the
all
shopping is so good, and then
Did
food.
you say surfing? The
Huh?
beaches and surfing?
No, because we didn't have time, and then
You mean
we
the shopping.
Shopping.
just
yeah,
shopping.
yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of restaurant than here, like Filipino restaurant, the best Korean restaurant, the best. But then, for me, after that experience, I rather stay in Darwin. When in terms of
If you're enjoying this video clip, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the rest of the video. Click the link below.
We were there for a week, and then because living in Sydney for 5 years, I pretty much know all the places, like suburbs wise, most of them. So we took a train and we were going to MacArthur, like the Edmondson Park, and then on our way we were just crossing this place called Rosemie. This river with Panania, Rosemie, and then I just told my wife, just imagine we have a house in Rosemie, and you have your work in Parramatta, and I have my work in La Perouse. How would life look like? And we couldn't imagine.
yeah,
Like,
You barely see each other.
yeah,
True.
we're like no. The
It's
traffic and everything, the distance, and people are so angry most of the time on the road.
Road
Like,
rage is very
Yeah,
common.
like
Yeah.
if you are just 1 second pause.
If you made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, hit that link now to see the full content.
Agent, actually, I didn't get a regular salary. That's the honest truth, and it was very difficult. Like for a year, more than a year, I just worked on commission basis. So that's one of my struggles, but served me well because I got used to not getting I got used to not expecting a regular salary. You know. And then my husband, he didn't get work straight away either, and being shy and all, it took him more than 6 months before he found work. So, that's one of my struggles starting out here. What about you guys?
Your first, your ultimate goal is to save for your fees, tuition fees. So obviously I belong from a, I would say, lower middle class or middle class family. My parents, they managed to pay 1 year tuition fee, which was 10,700 times 2. So that is, I think, 21,400, if I'm doing the maths properly, right? So they paid that. I came to Federation University. So 1 year fees was paid, and they paid it because they made sure that I don't struggle right if I don't find job for 2-3 months. So I don't have to pay in next 2 months with whatever I have. It was so different, to be very honest. I couldn't afford good shoes, which I clearly remember, and I got a job in laundry. So I had to stand all day to do the sorting. My job was like that, so my feet would hurt.
I mean, you were a student as well,
Yes.
so you're very familiar with Akash's saying. Do you have a similar experience?
Yes, through the shoes and with your salary. My first salary in Sydney is for 8 hours.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So this is on record. This might go. This might go somewhere. So just be careful.
But really, and then I struggle to find a job that really pays me off there, because if you're a student there,
How much you said? Come again? $.
Yes.
Was this on 1992 or
No,
1985?
No.
Recently.
Yeah, and
$. For how many hours?
8.
I gotta find this guy. Who's this?
That's the name.
Yeah. Sorry, but it's true.
Or what?
I can provide you people because we're 4 of student that is working for that one, standing, doing some work, and then everything. Then
Are you alright? I'm like the.
By subscribing, you'll get exclusive access to watch the full video. Don't wait. Tap that link now for the entire content.
Jesus Christ.
That's just like you can pick the money from.
Jesus Christ.
yes.
You could have just collected cans, for 10 cents and.
A lot of struggles that they finding a nice job. I mean,
Because when you were in the Philippines, they probably marketed the student visa as, oh, you can make $20 per hour.
Yeah, true.
Minimum is 15 and above. Like that's
Very
what's
true, but then she just got into the wrong person.
Yeah, that's why.
Bracket.
It's a scam.
Bracket. That's sad.
But your job after that was better.
Not really, but
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, because you're a student, right? So people there, they prioritize people that is more have the qualifications because you're still studying.
Okay.
Unleash your potential and bring your ideas to life at DKJ Studios Shared Workspace. We are located at Unit 5, 90 Mitchell Street, Darwin, NT. For more info, follow us at Design Car John Facebook page. You may call us at +61 0879792352 or contact us at 0410151547 for bookings or inquiries. Discover boundless creativity at DKJ Studio. Book with us today.
Okay, guys, so before we continue, I just want to give us our token of appreciation. We have these Patchy Grass mugs from Enhance NT. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being our
Thank you.
guest speakers.
Thank you so much.
So, Rosemie, can you tell us what were your struggles, your Patchy Grass struggles when you arrived?
For my 2 years here in Darwin, still my struggle is my transportation.
Okay.
Yeah, because since I started the job, I always catch a bus. And then if I had an early schedule, I always ask my uncle to drop me off early in the restaurant where I work. So yeah, that's my struggle.
Why haven't you learned to drive until now,
I'm
Rosemie?
so scared. But yeah, I'm planning that one next year. Hopefully next year.
Yeah.
Next year,
Yeah.
next year. So another 2 years. Next year.
Yeah, you better get to that because I really I even tell this to my staff, why haven't you any of you guys
I didn't know.
driven up to now? No one has taken the learner's permit.
I only got my L1. But
Oh, you got your L1?
Yeah, I got my L already. So just the practical part exam. Yeah, waiting for it.
Yeah, before it expires, you know.
You drive, right?
Yes,
good
I
for
drive.
you. Did you drive in the Philippines?
No, but a motorcycle.
Oh.
But I really
Yeah,
learned how to
motorcycle
drive
too.
But
here.
car?
Oh, good for you.
Char.
Good for you. That's why you
That's not a struggle. That's not a struggle.
Yes, it's a
Your
struggle.
privilege.
Excuse me, it's a struggle, especially inside the bus.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel you. Especially in which season? Struggle.
Yeah, to be honest, let's be honest, this is the whole point of Patchy Grass, is to be honest.
Yeah.
Why is it a struggle to take the bus? Mainly because
Use that saying.
Akash for counselor.
Yes.
No way. Counselor, yes. Education.
More in progressive
More
one.
into
Yeah, for
business.
those of our viewers,
Business minded, yeah.
Education counselor, education agent counselor of amazing education
And visa service.
and visa. How did you come up with such a wonderful name? Amazing education.
Because I feel
It's Akash.
because I feel that everything is
Get the full experience. Subscribe now for exclusive access to this video. Go ahead and tap the link below.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I remember buying that, and that would be our food for the whole week. So imagine just spending $3 every week. But my kids feel like vomiting after 5 days. But that's how we got through. So that was our
Patchy
Patchy Grass story. So anyway, that's pretty much our topics for today. I hope you guys watching enjoyed what we talked about, and if you have your own Patchy Grass, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, and follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, Enhance Down Under, and we also have a new platform, which is if you want to watch the full video of this episode, you please subscribe to our Substack platform. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. Till next time.
You won't want to miss the full video, right? Subscribe today. Click the link below for immediate access. Sign up now.